Welcome back to Shubh the License Nerd, day 3 of our Flexera 1 Masterclass. Today we're answering a question I get asked all the time. Why isn't SCCM enough for software asset management? And why do you need the FlexNet Inventory Agent? Let me start with a bold statement. If you're relying solely on SCCM for your software inventory, you are not audit ready, period. SCCM is an excellent tool for software deployment and patch management, but it was never designed for license compliance. Here's why. SCCM primarily collects data from two sources: add-remove programs in the Windows registry and MSI installer records. That gives you a list of what was deployed. But auditors don't care what was deployed. They care what is actually running. And they care about specific editions and versions. SCCM often cannot distinguish between SQL Server Standard and SQL Server Enterprise. It cannot tell you if Java SE is being used in a production environment versus development. And it completely misses standalone executables that were never formally installed. The FlexNet Inventory Agent solves this with 3 levels of depth. Level 1 is basic inventory. Similar to SCCM, it reads the registry and installed programs. Level 2 is file evidence scanning. The agent scans the entire file system looking for executable files, DLLs, and jar files. It reads file headers to determine the exact product name, version, and publisher. This catches software that was copied to a server without a full installation. Level 3 is the deepest: hardware and software tag scanning. The agent reads ISO 19770-2 software identification tags and collects detailed hardware information, including processor type, core count, and virtualization topology. Let me give you a real audit scenario. Oracle sends you an audit letter. They want to know every instance of Oracle database running in your environment, including the exact edition and any options or packs enabled. With SCCM alone, you might find 80% of installations. But you'll miss databases running on Linux servers, databases in Docker containers, and instances where only the client was installed but is connecting to an unlicensed server. The FlexNet agent, deployed across all platforms, including Windows, Linux, Mac, and Unix, captures everything. It even detects Oracle options like partitioning or advanced security by scanning for specific files and processes. Now let's talk about deployment options. The FlexNet agent supports 3 deployment modes. First, full agent installation. This is a lightweight service that runs on each device and reports back to the Flexera beacon server on a schedule. Second, zero footprint scanning. For servers where you cannot install an agent, you can run a temporary scan that collects inventory and then removes itself. Third, remote scanning via WMI or SSH. The beacon server can reach out to devices remotely without any agent at all. My expert tip for today: deploy the full agent on all critical servers, especially those running Oracle, IBM, or SAP software. These publishers have the most complex licensing models and the most aggressive audit programs. The deeper evidence you collect, the stronger your audit defense. For workstations, you can often get away with SCCM data supplemented by targeted FlexNet scans. That's it for today's deep dive on the FlexNet Inventory Agent. Tomorrow, we cover hardware asset management and why your hardware data directly impacts your license compliance. Subscribe to Shubh the License Nerd, and I'll see you tomorrow.